but you can't grab that vest for me.
It's live.
No, we can wait for that.
Oh, okay.
We can wait till he get up here. Nah, you stay in the Major Shabbat. There you go. Yes, Tazayar. Barn. No, Barn Zabalawan. Barn Yashala. You ain't practiced enough. You need to practice that.
Chupataziyar.
Oh yeah, my bad. Chupatazayar.
Banzabalawan.
Banzabalawan.
Ban Yashala. All right, go ahead.
Nope. Salute.
Yabashim
Yabashim
Yashabrakatam.
That's a Brakatah.
Oh, yeah.
He Brakatams because he's talking to us. Come on.
Go ahead.
La Shalom.
Laya Shalom.
You know when he says La Yashala, everybody's supposed to say La Yashala, right?
Right. All right. Abadim. Sar. Upanya Hakodam. We turn and face the east. We're going to start with the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shimka. Yahweh. Malakuka. Taba'ah. Ratzaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Thunderno. Akam. Kal. Yawam. Wasalakno. Kabawathno. Kasalakno. Kabawathino. Wala'ah. Tabi'ayno. Banasaya 1. Above. Hawashayno. Mayan. Right. Hayah. Ka. Kamalakwa. Wahala. Wataparas. I will love you. Aman.
Let me do the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
Next up is the power prayer. Yahweh. Bahasham. Yahweh Shai. Babakushai. Nathalanawa. Ka. Kala. Kalamadawa. Latahar. Hamatazarayim. Ka. Lahakoyim. Amathium. Ka. Al-Rakawa. Hatama'ala. Lagarashan. Bahasham. Yahweh Shai. The water. Aman.
Now we're going to do the power prayer in English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it.
All right, next prayer is a blessing prayer. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Matazab Ya'ah.
Matazab Ya'ah.
Alawak Yahanam.
Alawak Yahanam.
Ha'alawakim.
Ha'alawakim.
Hasaranyam.
Hasaranyam.
Akwatazayanyam.
Akwatazayanyam.
Hakaya Yalyam.
Hakaya Yalyam.
Waha'akwathiam.
Ha'akwathiam.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'asham.
Ba'asham.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
The water.
The water.
Amen.
Amen. Now we're going to do the blessing prayer in English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yohanan.
Commanding General Yohanan.
The generals.
The generals.
The captain.
The captain.
The officer.
The officer.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Our next prayer is Psalm chapter 121. Asha,
Asha,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Al-Haharyam,
Al-Haharyam,
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'a,
Yaba'a,
Isariah,
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 Ma'ayin,
Ma'ayin,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shamayam,
Shamayam,
Wa'aratiza,
Wa'aratiza,
Al-Yathan,
Al-Yadan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Ragalka,
Regalka,
Al-Yanawam,
Al-Yanawam,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Hana,
Hana,
La'a,
La'a,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yayashan,
Yayashan,
Shawamar,
Shawamar,
Yasharala,
Yashala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Tazalka,
Al-Yad,
Al-Yad,
Yamyanka,
Yanyanka,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Hashamash,
Hashamash,
La'a,
La'a,
Yakaka,
Yakaka,
Wayara,
Wayara,
Walayala,
Walayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamarka,
Makal Rai,
Makal Rai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Athna Pashka,
Athna Pashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Tazaathka,
Tazaathka,
Wabawa'aka,
Wabawa'aka,
Mayatha,
Mayatha,
Wa'ai,
Wa'ai,
Iwalam.
Iwalam. Now we're going to do the Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He would not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yasharala
he that keepeth Yasharala
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is the shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. All right, let's pray Psalm chapter 83 in the ancient Hebrew. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Al-Damayalaka,
Al-Damayalaka,
Al-Thacharash,
Al-Thacharash,
Al-Thashakwat,
Al-Thashakwat,
Al-Hayah,
Hayah,
Hana,
Hana,
Awayabyaka,
Awayabyaka,
Yahamayawan,
Yahamayawan,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al-Imaka,
Al-Imaka,
Ya'ira Yamwa,
Yahayamwa,
Sawadah,
Sawadah,
Wayatha,
Wayatha,
Ya'itazawa,
Yahaytazawa,
Al-Tazapawanyaka,
Al-Tazapawanyaka,
Amara,
Amara,
Makawa,
Makawa,
Wanakakidam,
Wanakakidam,
Magalia,
Magalia,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Sham Yasharala,
Sham Yashala,
Iwada,
Iwada,
Haya,
Kaya,
Nawai Tazawa,
Nawai,
Laba,
Laba,
Yakhadwa,
Yakadwa,
Aliyaka,
Alika,
Baryat,
Baryat,
Yakarathwa,
Yakarathwa,
Ahalia,
Ahali,
Adwan,
Adwan,
Wayashamayala,
Wayashamayala,
Yamawaaba,
Yamababa,
Wahagarin,
Wahagari,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Waimawan,
Waimawan,
Waimalak,
Waimalak,
Palashat,
Palashat,
I'm Yeshabia,
Yeshabia,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gamashawar,
Gamashawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Imam,
Imam,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Zarawai,
Zarawai,
Labanya Lawat,
Labani Lawat,
Salat,
Salah,
Aisha Laham,
Aisha Laham,
Kamadia,
Kamadian,
Kasaya Saraa,
Hasaya Sarah,
Kayabian,
Kayabian,
Banakal,
Banakal,
Koyashwan,
Koyashwan,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Ba'ayan,
Ba'ayan,
Da'ara,
Da'ira,
Hayawa,
Ayawa,
Dama,
Dama,
La'adama,
Lahama,
Shayathamwa,
Shayatama,
Nada,
Nada,
Yamawa,
Yawa, Kaiwa,
Wakazaaba,
Wakazahaba,
Wakazaba,
Wakazaba,
Wakatazamanai,
Wakazazamanai,
Kaunasaya Kamwa,
Kaisaya Kama,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amaro,
Nayarasha,
Nayarashad,
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
Na'awa,
Nahawa,
Alahim,
Alahaya,
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 Shayathamwa,
Shayatama,
Kagalgala,
Kagalgala,
Kakwash,
Kagwash,
Lapanyara Kha,
Lompanyaro, Kwa,
Kaash,
Kaash,
Tabaira,
Tabaira,
Yaira,
Yahaira,
Wakalahaba,
Wakalahaba,
Talahat,
Kalahat,
Harayam,
Harayam,
Kantaradakma,
Kantaradakma,
Basairaka,
Basairaka,
Wabasa,
Wabasa,
Wapathka,
Wapaka,
Tabahalam,
Tabahalam,
Mala'a,
Malala,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Kwalawan,
Kalawan,
Wayabakwashwa,
Wayabakwashwa,
Shimka,
Shimka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabahalwa,
Wayabahalwa,
Ayai,
Ayai,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayakuparwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayadaiwa,
Wayadaiwa,
Hayatha,
Wayatha,
Shimka,
Shimka,
Yahaw,
Yahawa,
Labadka,
Labaka,
Al-Yawan,
Al-Yawan,
Al-Kaha,
Al-Kaha,
Arataza.
Arataza. Now we're going to do the Psalms 83 in English. Keep Salaki. Keep not thou silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
Be not still,
O God.
O God.
For lo,
For lo,
thine enemies make a tumult.
thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted
And consulted
against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden one.
They have said, come,
They have said, come,
and let us cut them off
and let us cut them off
from being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Yahshua
That the name of Yahshua
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites,
of Moab,
Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Baal,
and Ammon,
Ammon,
and Amalek,
Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur has also joined with them.
Ashur has also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites.
as unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As
As
to
to Jabin.
at the brook of Kasam,
As the brook of Kasam.
which perished and endured.
Which perished and endured.
They have said,
They have said,
they become as dung for the earth.
They become a tongue for the earth.
Make their nobles
Make their nobles
like Oreb,
like Oreb,
and like Zeid.
and like Zeid.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes of Zabah,
all the princes of Sabbath,
and Azalmunah,
and Azalmunah,
who said,
who said,
let us
let us
take to ourselves
take to ourselves
the house of God in possession.
the houses of God in possession.
Oh my God,
Oh my God,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
and stubble before the wind,
as stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
and as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy tempest,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Lord,
O Lord,
let them be confounded and troubled forever.
let them be confounded and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Lord, one more time. Yeah, can you check that? With that, we can mashabia, which means to sit. Hey, shalom, y'all. My shim y'all shot rockin' thumbs to all the brothers. Y'all shim all the time about shim y'all shot to all the sisters, man. ISUPK Sabbath service, man. I sent ISUPK San Antonio Sabbath service. We are in effect. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm in great spirits. Hope everybody else is in great spirits. It's the Sabbath day. You know what I mean? It's the day for the Lord. You dig what I'm saying? It's a day for the Lord. It's good to see everybody's face. Good to see my boy Tazayar in the building. You know what I mean? What's going on? It's good to see everybody in the building, man. It's good to see. You know what I mean? It's good to be here to see your brothers. You know what I mean? You can go through it all week, problems all week, the slavery, got problems at home with your ribs, your kids tripping, everything is going on all week. But then you get the Sabbath service, see all your brothers and sisters, and it's just that brotherhood take the helm, and it's just, you know what I mean? It's nothing but love. Mm-hmm. You dig what I'm saying? Right. Ever since I got here, we just been chopping it up and loving on each other. That's why it's important to get here before Sabbath service. So you know what I mean? Because after Sabbath service, we got more business to go do at camp, right? Mm-hmm. But before Sabbath service, we can chop it up, chill, you know what I'm talking about, shoot the SHIT. You know what I mean? We can do whatever, you know what I mean? You dig what I'm saying? That's why it's important to get here before Sabbath service so you can see your brother's face. You know what I'm talking about? And the sister got the head jewelry. You feel me? Everybody wear chains. She wearing jewelry on her head. You know what I'm talking about? That is so One West, bro. Right. That is so that's you know what I mean? That is the culture. You dig what I'm saying? You feel me? Ayala, you go ahead and take it away, y'all.
So basically, we was leaving off on Genesis chapter 21. We read from verses 1 through 21 last week. All right, we're gonna get back into the swing of it, and basically, like we always do, you know, you always want to use the Bible Hub app so that we can basically translate it on the fly from the Yiddish to the ancient Hebrew. Right? When we do this on the Bible Hub app, you got to go to the interlinear version. And shoot, let me see. Let me get where we was at just to kind of follow up here, because I believe that where we was left off was on the birth of Isaac, which is, you know, I'm saying a major step towards Israel. That'd be, you know, I'm talking about Jacob's father, and how, you know what I'm saying, how he came to be in the situation that was going on with Abraham at the time. All right, so we're gonna get it in like that. We're gonna make sure to just kind of kick things off because there's about, you know, 14 verses, and then until we get into the next chapter, things gonna get even more crazy as we go along, because we're getting closer to Israel being made in Genesis. So big ups to those that have been with us since day one, since we've been holding down these Sabbath services, because as you can see, you know, going into the scriptures in great detail like we do during the Sabbath service, it gives us the chance to really reflect on our culture and our language. You understand? And so first reader we got up, Trooper Tazayar. We're going to start off on verse 22.
Yeah.
22.
Wayahai.
Wayahaya.
Wayahaya. Ba'ata.
Hawa.
Hahawa. Wa Ayomar.
Yeah, Waya Amar. There you go.
Ayomar.
Yamalak.
Abayamalak.
Just one letter at a time. You know what I'm talking about? If you need to refer to the letters, you got them right there. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Wapa Yakal.
Wapa Yakal.
Shar.
Shar. Tabawa.
Close. Tazaba Awa.
Tazaba wa La Al. Abaram. Lamar. Elohim. I am Makkah. Bakal. Ashar. Atha.
All right.
Aisha.
Side crack. Go ahead and give verse 23.
23. Wayatha. Haya Shaba'a. Hashabaya. Lai. Palahayim,
Mhm.
Palahayim, Hayana,
Mhm.
Ayam,
Tashaquar.
Teshaquar,
Mhm.
Lai,
This is Walan
Walan, Nai,
Yanya.
Walan Yanya,
Mhm.
Walanya Walanya Kadai,
Walan Kagya.
Walan Kandya,
Mhm.
Ka Has
Kakwasad.
Kahwasad,
Yeah, it's Ka and then Cha, so it goes Ka Chasad.
Kahasad,
Mhm.
Ashar,
Mhm.
Ashadai,
Shayathya.
Ashayathia,
Mhm.
I Makar,
Mhm.
the
Taisha.
Taisha,
Mhm.
I am Ma'ada,
Amadya.
Amaidya,
Mhm.
what I am,
Mhm. Ha'arataza.
Rataza,
Mhm.
Ashar, Garata, Garata,
Mhm.
Ba,
All right.
24, Wayamar,
Mhm.
Abaram, Ha,
Anakya.
Ha'anakia,
Mhm.
Ayash,
Ashabai.
Ashabaya,
All right, good, good. We on verse 25 now.
Wah, Wah,
Wakah.
Wahawaka,
Mhm.
Abaram,
Mhm.
Ata,
Mhm.
Abimelech,
Yamalak. Yeah.
Abimelech,
Mhm.
Ah, Had,
Adawath.
Adawa.
Mhm.
So this one we don't say the HA like here.
What are you looking at?
Oh, it's Ha. Oh, my bad. This one. That's that letter, right? That
Ah.
one.
Yeah.
It's not Ha. It's backwards. Ha.
No, it's ah.
Ah. All right, I got it.
Mhm.
Ado,
Adawath.
Adawa,
Mhm.
Baar,
Ba'ar. Mhm.
Ha,
Hamayam.
Hamayam, Ashar,
Mhm.
Gazla,
Mhm.
Abada, Abada,
Abadya.
Abida,
Mhm.
Abamalak,
Mhm. Verse 26.
Wayamar,
Mhm.
Abimelech,
Mhm.
La,
Mhm.
Yada,
Yadai Thaya.
Yadai,
Mhm.
Ma'a,
Maya.
Maya,
Mhm.
Asha,
Mhm.
Ata, Haidabar,
Hadabar.
Hadabar,
Mhm.
Chazar, Wagam,
Mhm.
Ata, La'a,
Hagadath.
Hagadath,
Mhm.
La'ai, Wagam,
Anakia.
Anakia,
Mhm.
La'a, Shama,
Shemataya.
Shamataya,
Mhm.
Baalatai,
Balathia.
Balathia, Hayawam,
There you go. Verse 27.
Why Wayakwa,
Mhm.
Abaram, Sean,
Tazaawa.
Tasaawa,
It's way different than what it says right there. Like I say, you can't go off of what it says when it tries to give you the Yiddish pronunciation. You got to go off of the knowing the alphabet, knowing the pronunciation, because we're basically speaking on different languages than what's written there.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because Yiddish is not Hebrew, honestly. So go ahead, keep going.
Okar,
Choir, there you go. Yathwa.
Wayathwa,
Mm-hmm.
La Labamalak,
La Abayamalak.
La Abayamalak,
Mm-hmm.
Wayakarotha,
Mm-hmm.
Shanaham,
Mm-hmm.
Shanaham,
Yaham.
Shanyaham,
Mm-hmm.
Barat,
Baryath.
Barayath,
All right, give me verse 28.
Wayathwa,
Wayatazab.
Wayatazab,
Mm-hmm.
Abram, Atha, Shabah,
Mm-hmm.
Kayaba,
Kabashath.
Kabashath,
Tazawa.
Hatasawa,
Mm-hmm.
Labadayam,
Labadawa.
Labadawa,
Mm-hmm. All right, most high in Christ. So that's the end of verse 28. So now we're going back to Genesis chapter 21, verse 22 in the English. So we can get that in the English and read what we just read in the Hebrew. Genesis 21, verse 22. So up until this point in the beginning of this chapter, what do we remember from last class? Anybody remember what happened in the previous part of this chapter?
Abraham sent away Hagar
Yep.
into Sheba,
Mm-hmm.
it was.
Yeah, so he sent her out, right? Mm-hmm. No, you're absolutely right. Because what happened here is that basically they were celebrating Isaac being weaned off of the milk, right? Off the breast.
No, chapter 21, right?
Yeah. And basically, what happened was the Egyptian wife of Abraham. She started talking. She started, scoffing at him, mocking him, like, "Oh, this isn't even a big deal. Why are they doing all this?" And what I'm saying, Abraham's wife, I believe it was Sarah, right?
Sarai.
She wasn't having that, so she told Abraham, "Go ahead and just send her out if she want to be like that." That's exactly what he did. At first, he was hesitant because remember, he was, that was somebody that gave birth to his firstborn, right? Well, turns out that the Lord comforted Abraham, told him, "You know what? You can go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that because we got bigger plans for your family here with Sarai." And so what happened is that he sent her out. She goes and she's running out of water. She's over here tripping because she thinks that the baby's going to die. So she puts the baby out to the side and basically deserts the baby, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then basically what happened with the Most High opened her eyes, told her that, look, you don't give up so easily. We told Abraham that we got you, that you were going to take care of you, and I'm going to hold on to his promise. So after that happened, this is where this starts. Go ahead and read verse 22.
Book of Genesis, chapter 21, verse 22. And it came to pass at that time that Abimelech and
Yeah, cool.
the chief captain of his host, spake unto Abraham, saying, God is with thee in all that thou dost.
Right, remember, because
Doest.
Abimelech gifted Abraham and his wife with you know what I'm saying, a whole bunch of crop and land and stuff. So he was technically staying in land close to where Abimelech came from. You know, that Abimelech is ruling over. And Picol is the chief captain, is kind of like the general of their army. And so, of course, anywhere Abimelech goes, he's going to have his army with them to protect him, right? And so they go up to Abraham. They say, God is with thee in all thou doest. Go ahead.
Verse 23. Now, therefore, swear unto me here by God that thou wilt not deal falsely with me, nor with my son, nor with my son's son, but according to the kindness that I have done unto thee, thou shalt do unto me and to the land wherein thou hast sojourned.
Mm-hmm. And so he's making a pact with him. He's saying, look, promise me you ain't going to lie to me. Promise me you ain't going to, you know what I'm saying, trick me or anything like that. Because he felt like he was tricked before with the whole situation with Sarah and him being, Abraham being brother and sister when they was actually husband and wife, right? So he kind of recalls that. He even talks about some of the things that he did. He says, remember all this stuff I did for you? Don't forget about me now when you come up. You know what I mean? Like, don't be acting like, you know what I'm saying, like I didn't help you with all this stuff. And so he said, thou shalt do unto me. He says, but according to the kindness that I have done unto thee, thou shalt do unto me and to the land wherein thou hast sojourned. So he's basically just saying, you know, to not forget the things that he did for Abraham to get him to this point right here. But he definitely understands that what? The Lord is with Abraham. This is important for other nations to recognize the power of our lineage. And this is something that we have to reestablish here on the earth because, you know, we walk around today, ain't nobody saying, oh, God is with the black man, Hispanic man. They're not saying that anymore. But one thing that we know is that they said this about Abraham, and Abraham was a man of faith. Abraham was a man that kept, you know what I'm saying, kept the right moralities, kept the right way to conduct himself in society. And this is why other people took notice of how righteous he was and wanted to, you know what I'm saying, make dealings with them to be on their good side. Because ultimately, they don't want to feel the wrath of the Most High for going against somebody like Abraham. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of work to do before we get back to our strength. But go ahead, give verse 23.
23 or 24, sir?
Verse 24.
Verse 24. And Abraham said, I will swear.
Go ahead.
Verse 25. And Abraham reproved Abimelech because of a well of water, which Abimelech's servants had violently taken away.
It says what?
Because of a well of water, which Abimelech's servants had violently taken away.
So Abraham went ahead and brought up a matter that happened, and supposedly Abimelech had no idea. We're going to read in this next verse. But there was a well of water that was taken away by force in the land that Abraham had actually claimed. That was a part of Abimelech's land. They remember Abimelech told Abraham, go ahead and pick wherever you want to be at, and we're going to give that land to you. We're not going to mess with you. We're going to let you build, let you do your thing there. Well, during that time, you know, this of course hadn't been brought up until now. Abraham was like, well, since you want to talk about stuff, let me go ahead and let's try to hash out the details on what happened here. There was a well of water. It was in the land that he claimed that somebody had kind of, took back by force, right? Nowadays, we call that term Indian giving, but, you know, I don't like that term because it gives a wrong insight on our brothers, you know what I'm saying? But that's basically a term that means when you give somebody something and then you take it back, that's how Abraham felt. So he's bringing that up, and he's letting Abimelech know that happened. Go ahead.
Verse 26. And Abimelech said, I wot not who have done this thing. Neither didst thou tell me, neither yet heard I of it, but today.
Right, because he just now brought it up. You know what I'm saying? So he's just saying, well, Abimelech said, I don't know who did that. I didn't hear about that. You never told me about that until just now. This is the first time you're hearing it. You always hear people say that, right? But this is news to me. I'd have been able to, find out who did that and punish them and then handle all the diplomatic side of things if I knew about it before. But Abraham is saying, well, we're handling it right now. I want to make sure that I'm doing my part and not being, deceitful to you and lying to you. We're always going to let each other know what's going on with us. And that's really What does that relate to us today? It's important because if somebody does something against you, you should go to that person. Remember, the scripture says to go to that person and him alone. You should hash those things out and not hold grudges and communicate with them so that y'all can find out what, you know what I'm saying, the solution to the problem. And this is Abraham finding a solution right now for this situation with this well. All right, go ahead and give me verse 27.
And Abraham took sheep and oxen and gave them unto Abimelech. And both of them made a covenant.
Right. So he's basically saying, oh, here's a peace offering. I'm going to give you back some of these sheep. And we're just going, you know what I'm saying? We're just going to take it as that. Go ahead. Give me verse 28.
And Abraham set 7 ewe lambs of the flock by themselves.
So he separates some of the rest of his flock from, you know what I'm saying, to most likely give to him. Basically what was going on is that he's making a treaty with them. And we didn't have money at the time, so what do we have? We had animals, we had land, we had things, we had like assets basically. So he's basically making a payment just to show respect back to him. You know what I mean? And now we're gonna go back into Hebrew just to kind of get more details on this situation because there's not too many scriptures left in this chapter, but I do want to kind of get through the end of it because, you know, it's going to lead on to other things going on in these next few chapters. All right. So with that, Amadu. What's the bar at? Where'd he go? Yeah, go ahead. You gotta pour him some of the wine. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Laya Sharala.
Laya Shala. All right. Trooper Shemawan, come on up. Oh, hold on. You gotta stay here for. So we Trooper Shemawan, Banya Howard, Banya Shala. Yahweh Shem Yal Shabrakata. Oh, go ahead.
Laya Shala.
Laya Shala. All right. That would be Mashada. We in verse 29.
I got Wayomar, Abimelech, Al, Abraham, Ma'ah, Hana, Sabbath, Kaba Shata, Ha'alana, Asar, Hataza Bata, Laba, 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 Labada, Naha,
Do the last one.
sorry. Labadana,
There you go. 30.
Wayamar, Kaya, Ata, Sabah, Kaba, Shata,
Kabasha.
Kabasha, Takwana, Takuna,
That's actually a cha. So it's the kwa.
Takwath, Mayada,
Mayadya.
Mayadia, but
Ba'ibawar.
Ibaror, Tahai,
Tahaya.
Tahaya, Laai, Laida, Kaya, Haparath, is that right?
Aparathya.
Ata, Haba'ara,
Haba'ar.
Haba'ar, Hata,
Haza'a.
Haza'ath, Al,
Khan.
Khan, Kura, Lamakwa, Wam,
Wam.
Lamakwam, Ha,
Hahawa'a.
Lawa, Ba'ara, Shabai, Kaya, Sham, Shama, Nashabaiwa,
Shabaywa.
Shanaham, 32, Wayaka Rathawa, Barayath, Baba'ara, Shabai, Wayakwam, Abu Malak, Ipakala,
Wapa Yakal.
Wapa Yakal, Sar, Tazaba Al, Wa'ai Shabath, Lara, Wayashababwa, Al, Arataza, Palasha, Palashathium, Waya, I don't know that one. So.
Waya Ta'ai.
Waya Ta'id, Aisha, Asha, Baba, Ara, Shabai, Wayakwa, Ra'a, Sham, Basham, Yahweh, Al, I Walam, Wayagar, Abraham, Barakazar, Palashathim, Yum Yum, Rabbaim, Rabbayim, and Pa.
There we go. That's the end of the chapter. All right. So we'll go to
22.
yeah. So we was in Genesis 21. We're gonna read this in English real quick. Basically, this is Abraham and Abimelech making a treaty of a situation about the well, right? It's just kind of showing that there was no drama that took place. And we're gonna finish up on that. So start at verse 29 in the English. We'll go ahead and get that.
29.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 29. And Abimelech said unto Abraham, which mean these 7 ewe lambs, which thou hast set by themselves. Verse 30. And he said, for these 7 ewe lambs shalt thou take of my hand, that they may be a witness unto me, that I have digged this well.
Yeah, dig this well. So basically what he's doing is he's saying, Abimelech was kind of confused, like, what's up with these lambs? What is these 7 lambs for? And Abraham said, for these 7 ewe lambs shalt thou take of my hand, that they may be a witness unto me that I have digged this well, meaning this well is part of my land. And this is basically, these lambs are like a receipt, a proof that this part belongs to me because it's a pact between me and you. I'm giving you these lambs just so that if anybody has any kind of confusion, then what's going to happen is when he goes back to his land, there's going to be some extra lambs in his crop. And people will be like, well, where do lambs come from? Oh, well, those are the ones that Abraham gave him for the well. So nobody can go mess with that well because that belongs to Abraham. It's like, what I'm saying, messing with Abraham and his well will be the same thing as messing with those lambs, with the king Abimelech, the king of that land. So again, it's like a receipt, so to speak. Go ahead.
That's how they make contracts.
It means different things. Sometimes it's a letter. Sometimes it's animals. Like I'll give you an example, right? So like when a man takes on a wife, and that woman to be was raised properly by a righteous father, right? That the man that would be taking the woman to wife would do what?
Pay a dowry.
Pay a dowry. And what is the dowry? Sometimes it's money, if there was money at that time, or sometimes it's crops. Like, oh, you raised such a righteous daughter, I'm gonna give you 50 of my finest cattle for her hand in marriage. You know what I'm saying? 50 animal souls for the price of her. And then, of course, what he could do with that is whatever. He can have more animals, or he can, have food and things like that, just as a show of appreciation. So it was kind of like, that's the payment, and it's like proof too, because it proves that you gave something for it. And so everybody can know that, that this was paid for. And so Abraham, being a brother that he is, he didn't need to pay anything to Abimelech because the wrong was done against him. But he went ahead and did this anyways, just to make sure that everything stayed cool. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 31. Wherefore he called that place Beersheba, because they were swore both of them.
He called that place Beersheba because they swore both of them. Now, if I go ahead and pull up the word Beersheba, what was that verse again?
That was 31.
Beersheba in translation means well of the sevenfold oath. Why does it say sevenfold? Because that's the number of lambs that were used in the transaction. So Beersheba means well of the sevenfold oath. And so read that verse again.
Come, verse 31. Wherefore he called that place Beersheba, because they were swore both of them.
It's like, Officer Kabar, you coming back over here? you want us to back up a little bit, sir? Or you good?
Yeah, we can if you want to.
All right,
We
go
got
ahead.
time, right?
Go ahead and back up. We got plenty of time. Go ahead and back up back to 29 real quick.
Verse 29. And Amalek said unto Abraham, what means these 7 ewe lambs, which thou hast set by themselves?
Right. So again, Abimelech was asking Abraham, well, what's up with these lambs? How come you setting these lambs to the side? And this is what Abraham said. Go ahead.
Verse 30. And he said, for these 7 ewe lambs shall thou take of my hand, that they might be a witness unto me that I have digged this well.
Right. Because basically the land, originally the land belonged to Abimelech. So if
Right.
there was any misunderstanding that somebody tried to come and take that well by force, that now it's let it be known that Abimelech basically has received something in return for this well, and that land is to belong to Abraham and his servants and his families and things like that, to keep the peace between the two people, because they seek to keep peace. They didn't want no problems with each other. You know what I'm saying? Abimelech knew very well that the Lord was with Abraham.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That this was a righteous man, and he dealt things in a just way. They just got through talking about how they promised to be truthful to each other. And so think of it like this: those lambs is like a receipt. It's like a payment for that well, that now everybody's going to be on the same page, so there's no confusion. Go ahead. Slide.
Right. I got a question. So, has anybody ever seen what's the movie when they spit in their hand and they made the
was that Little Rascal?
Was it the Little Rascals?
Sandlot or
It was a Sandlot, right? Yeah, you ever seen that? That's basically what they just did. You know what I mean? Like it's a blood oath, but it ain't a blood oath. You feel me? It's an oath to each other for Abraham to be able to it's like a peace treaty. You know what I mean? But see, this is not like the white man's peace treaty, where he gonna make the peace treaty and then stab you in the back. You know what I mean? So that right there is just that's just how things were done in the olden days. You know what I mean? It's things like we take an oath when you get your Hebrew name, right? You take an oath when you become an officer. You take another oath. You get that oil poured on your head again, right? And then every time you get raised up to a new rank, you get that oil on your head, right? That's like the same thing that they're doing, basically. But it's just a one-time deal for the end of time. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all understand that?
Okay.
You understand that? Sometimes your word means more than, you know what I mean? Means more than anything else. And you know what I mean? Just, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. No sweat, sir. I got it. And sometimes you just need to hold faith, hold strong to that oath that you made. Hold strong to your word, because now your word ain't gonna mean nothing. You know what I mean? Can anybody give me an example of I don't want to give it away. Can somebody give me an example of another time in the Bible, later on in the Bible, where somebody had to come speak up for Israel because our word wasn't good enough? Nah, that's a good one, but nah, not Moses. Come on, think about it. Our word wasn't good enough no more. The Lord didn't believe that we wasn't gonna sin no more, so we had to send somebody. Who was it? No.
It's King David.
No. Yeah, there we go. Y'all mentioned everybody else except Yahushua. He's the mediator for the New Testament, because our word wasn't good enough no more. We needed a lawyer, or not a lawyer. We needed somebody to come in and be able to speak on our behalf. You feel me? And the Lord is still speaking and Christ is still speaking on our behalf till this day. You understand that? Till this day, the Lord is still like, I don't care what he does. And then Christ is like, but you see him out here keeping the commandments, right? You see him out here going to camp. You see him out here following orders. You see that, right? You see him? And the Lord like, yeah, I see him. So you trust him. Yeah, I trust him. All right, well, let's rank him up. You know what I mean? Let's give him a bigger rank. Since you trust him to be that, and he can hold that position, let's make him an officer of 50. You feel me? That's how that's how it's working up there. You know, we have somebody mediating our decisions, because our word means nothing. We told the Lord we was gonna keep the commandments, we was gonna do this, we was gonna do that for so long, and it didn't work. You know what I mean? We didn't do it. So then he had to send his only son to die for it. You dig what I'm saying? That's why that it's important for us to keep our word and keep our oath that we keep to the ISUPK. You feel me? Get that oil poured on your head, you are not no more a regular civilian.
Right.
You're an ambassador of Christ. Tazayar, that's your name. You feel me? You are now an ambassador. You know what I mean? Become an officer. Now you're like, you know what I mean? You're a ranked ambassador. You feel me? So whenever you go, you can't be doing everything that everybody else does because you have to be better than everybody else. You know what I mean? When they look at you of the ISUPK, you need to show rulership. You need to show, you know what I mean, how great it is to have the truth. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what Abraham and Abimelech made. They made a truce and a pact. And we made a pact with the Most High. We have to keep that a pact, just like Abimelech and Abraham made a pact. You feel me? And he is our forefather, right? You dig what I'm saying? And the best thing, you know what? He made a pact for his children, for Isaac, right? So his descendants can be at that well and get good from that well.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Did you make a pact to the Most High for your children? So your children won't get passed through the fire like everybody else's kids out here. There's kids that didn't make it past the Halloween. There's kids that didn't make it to Thanksgiving this year.
Yeah, right.
I put it in the chat. You dig what I'm saying? There's kids that didn't make it to Thanksgiving. 16-year-old kids that died at the grocery store getting Thanksgiving dinner. Is that real? The Lord kills people. You know what I mean? I know the Lord loves everybody, loves all Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, but the Lord also kills Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know what I mean? You don't believe me? Ask Takeoff. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So we might want to be happy that we have a place to go worship and the truth. You know what I mean? And we're not lying in the Christian church, because Dylan Ruth Thorne can come through the Christian church and murder everybody, but he can't come in here. You dig what I'm saying? All right, that's a lot.
That's true, man. That's good.
Continue.
Yeah. More important of the story is keep your oaths. Keep the oath. You know what I mean? If you said you're gonna do something, do it. If you say con out of one con, sir, do it. You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? We all had this week, right? We all know we're talking. Everybody knows what I'm talking about, right? About this week. Did everybody do it? Okay, so if you said con out of one con, sir, that's an oath. That's basically you understood the order and you was gonna get the order done. Go ahead.
Verse 31. Wherefore he called that place Bathsheba, because they would swear both of them.
And what do you say Beersheba mean again, Ayalawan?
It means the well of the sevenfold oath.
The well of the sevenfold oath. He had seven, was it sheep's, lambs?
Lambs.
Oh yeah, he had 7 lambs, right? He made an oath. 7 lambs. Sevenfold oath, man. And we all made oath to keep our oaths. You feel me? Don't leave the oath that you made with the Most High and go back into the world. You do that, you're going back into the world. It's not going to be pretty. You feel me? It's not going to be pretty. You're going to be hunted by angels type shit. You don't want that. You dig what I'm saying? It gets hard. Life is hard. Life ain't. Nobody said the truth is going to be easy. You know what I mean? Nobody said the truth is going to be easy. But in the future, you're looking for rulership. Don't everybody want to rule?
Right.
Raise your hand if you want to rule. Most High in Christ, because I do. I do too. You feel me? At one point in time, I just want to be like, you know what I mean? Nah, I ain't going to work today. You know what I'm talking about? And not have to worry about paying your rent. You feel me? You dig what I'm saying? Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like General Muhammad was bringing out the other day, Kyrie Irving, $90 million. You feel me? He could lose his job. Can you lose your job? Hell no. You lose your job, you ain't gonna have nowhere to live. You're gonna be sleeping outside. Where you slept at? Outside. Where outside? It don't matter. It was outside, and it don't matter where. You know what I mean? You feel me? Or if I built at the park, under a bridge, or if I slept in a tent, I slept outside.
Mhm.
You feel me? All right, go ahead. My bad.
Verse 32. Thus they made a covenant at Beersheba. Then Amalek rose up, and Sai called the chief captain of his host, and they returned into the land of the Philistines. Verse 33. And Abraham planted a grove in Beersheba, and called thereon the name of the Lord, the everlasting God. Verse 34.
Oh no, I just said right. You know what I'm talking about? You see what he did though? He made a place for he made wherever he said wherever he made a grove, wherever he was sitting at, wherever he made for himself, right? And what did he do? He called on the name of the Lord. You know what I'm talking about? He didn't, oh yeah, I did this, I did that. No, he gave thanks to the Most High that he was able to do that. You
Right.
dig what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's not on your own strength. You didn't get here on your own strength. You didn't get in the truth on your own. You didn't do nothing on your own strength. It's always the Lord. It's always the Lord.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Think about rappers. Every time a rapper get up there get an award, right? What they say? I want to give thanks to God. You know, his music is always talking about drugs and having sex with somebody's wife and killing somebody.
Damn.
You dig what I'm saying? You feel me? That's what we need to be better than that. We need to actually, he get up there and say it. We need to actually show it. You feel me? That's why we go to camp. That's why we teach class. That's why we be dead tired and have to do what we have to do. You dig what I'm saying? So last week we was out there in the cold, right?
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Was y'all cold?
Damn right.
I sure was. You feel me? That's why we do it. That's why brothers up north go to in 10 degree weather. Am I right? And at camp. Something that is just built for it, hardcore. This is our profession. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that class I taught?
Right.
This is our profession. Professionals. We're professionals at this, at keeping the law. Professionals at serving the Lord, and we're professionals at fighting demons. Fight them all. Oh, Salaki. Fight them. You feel me? Fight them demons, man. You know what I'm talking about? We all got them. Sometimes you know what I mean? We don't want to do this. Sometimes we think about this and fight them demons, man. You feel me? You ever had a fight before? Well, was every fight just easy? Every fight you just went in there and beat up them, boop, 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 boop. Or sometimes you got hit too. Oh, Lord. You know what I'm talking about? You had to grab them. Quit playing. Back up. You know what I mean? You feel me? A demon, why you think fighting demons is going to be easier than that? Feel me? These demons come from the Lord. Keep going.
Verse 34. And Abraham sojourned into the Philistines lands many days.
He did what?
Sojourned to the Philistines lands many days.
Abraham is in somebody else's land. He don't even have his land yet. We don't even get our land until Deuteronomy.
Right.
You feel me? I don't know. No. We don't even get our land till like Judges. Because Joshua brought us to the promised land.
Mhm.
We don't even get our land till Judges. 6-7 books from now. But it was promised to us. The Lord kept his oath. Right? The Lord kept his oath to Abraham. And we don't even give a damn that we're Israelites. You dig what I'm saying? That's why we got a lot of work to do. Every day we go out there to camp, we have work to do. And I understand that. You feel me? Because some people don't even believe they're Israelites. And they don't give a damn and they don't do anything to the Lord. No sweat. When the time comes, the Lord is going to leave you behind to burn in the lake of hell, or the lake of fire. You dig what I'm saying? And I don't want that for none of my people. Do y'all want that for y'all people?
Hell no.
No.
No, right? Y'all don't want that. So that's why we have to do what we have to do. We have to gird our loins, like Officer Dawud would say. You feel me? Hold your nuts.
Right.
Is that it? Is that it?
That's
all
the
you
end of the
reading?
chapter.
You got anything to add?
No, that's pretty
What about you,
straight up.
Capiar? Yeah. Oh, you ain't got nothing to add. Y'all can teach, bro. What about you, Matazawa? You got something? You got something to say? Oh man, y'all look. Hey, bro. You better say something. Oh, something. You know what I'm talking about? That's right. Something. You feel me? We are soldiers, man. Warriors for the Most High, bro. Warriors for Christ, man. You know what I mean? Shit happens all week. We get to go. Everybody in the world was not chosen for this profession. This is not for everybody. You think I'm saying? Is it for you? I think so because everybody's here. You feel me? What about you, Shemawan? You going to camp today?
Come.
Is your cousin going to camp today? What about you, Ayala? You going to camp today? Is your cousin going to camp today? What about you, Cappy? Are you going to camp today? Your little brother going to camp today? What about you, Taziar? You going to camp today? Your cousin going to camp today? What about you, Matazawad? You going to camp today? Your cousin going to camp today? It could have been your cousin, not you. Could have been your brother, your cousin, not you. Could have been your brother, not you. Could have been y'all cousins and not you. But the Lord seen something in you to bring you here. So you don't die. So you don't be the next takeoff.
All right.
So you don't be the next brother in Houston that gets shot at the grocery store. It's about time we be more thankful. You dig what I'm saying? That's what Abraham was. Abraham was thankful to the Most High. Because his life could be a lot worse, but it's not. Feel me? You got time to bring up another reader?
Sir, we do.
Let's do it. Amaj. Everybody not to stand. But you do. Oh, you no man. You want to read? Yeah, you know what I'm talking. You pretty good with Hebrew. Because you ain't read in a couple weeks. You still read? You still studying? I mean, I just found it. Hold on.
It's a lot.
We're gonna need some more wine, fellas.
La Yashala.
Laya Shala. No, I'm playing.
Officer Mtazwa Banya Hala. Layash
Banya Shala.
Banya Shala.
Officer Matazawa, Banya Howard, Banya Shala.
Yahweh Shem Shabrakadam.
How about Shimei Shabrakata? Lift biscuit. No. You're gonna with your right and you're gonna grab with your left. There you go.
Layash Ral.
Laya Shala. Take it to the face, the whole thing. You got the app on your phone, the Bible Hub app and all that? Taziar, take a note. We need that. We need that Bible with the ancient Assyrian. Yeah, like a Bible with the ancient Assyrian. Take that note.
We're in Genesis chapter 22, verse 1.
I'm tired of us using our phones. Like we ain't got no books. We can get book. We get all the other books. Why can't we get that book?
Right.
21, 22, sir. You said
22.
22.
Yeah.
That's chapter 22 and 1, right?
Yeah, right.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Waya
You know, oh, my
22, right?
bad. Yeah, let me get it. Yeah, go ahead.
Ahar.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it up here. There you go. Scoot up. You feeling you want good posture.
Ahar.
Mm-hmm.
Hadabaram.
Mm-hmm.
Ha Halal.
Mm-hmm.
Wahala. Wahal Elohim.
Mm-hmm.
Nasa.
Mm-hmm.
Al Atat. Al Abba Abaram. Wayamor. Allah. Abraham. Wayamor. Hananai.
Yeah, Hananya. Go ahead.
Verse 2. What's up?
You know, everybody know what we on? The
Yeah.
Bible Hub app. Y'all know what we on, right? No, y'all know what we on though. It's Bible Hub app, right? All right, go ahead.
I'm going. Why? Verse 2. Verse 20. Genesis 22 and 2. Why Yamor?
Mm-hmm.
Qua na at banka at
Yeah, but Banak or something like that.
banat
Mm-hmm.
yahadaka ashar
Mm-hmm.
ahabata ayat athat
Mm-hmm.
yataza hayak
Yeah, Taza Chakwa.
yataza hakwa
It may be put together, so Chak or something like that.
wa alak
Mm-hmm.
laka
Mm-hmm.
ayal
No.
what's that,
Isn't it just all?
al shit smart.
Yeah, it's just all because it's all. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to put that. Right, and it's dang because it's Allah. It'd be like Allah, but it's all because you want to connect it because it's a little dash, right? You see the dash at the end, that yellow one? When those little words like that, and that just letting you know that it's to connect. You dig?
Which one you want right now?
Right.
You see that? You see the dash at the end?
Al, yeah.
If it don't have a dash, it'd be Allah, Allah.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
Arat.
I had to get the breakdown.
Aras. Hamoria.
Yeah, that's close. Yeah.
Waha'ala. Waha'alu. Wa'ahailawa. Sham. Laila.
Mm-hmm.
Al. Ihad. Ahad. Haharam.
Mm-hmm.
Ashar, Amor, Alaka, Alayaka.
Boom,
Verse,
shakalaka.
verse 3. Verse 3.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Keep going, sir.
Yeah.
Washakam,
Wayashakam.
Abraham, Babakor, Wayahabash, At,
Yeah.
Hamamor,
Hamara.
Hamara,
Mhm.
Wayakwa,
Mhm.
At,
Mhm.
Shana,
Shanya.
Shanya,
Mhm.
Naara,
Naira. Naira Yawa.
Naaraya,
Athawa.
Ata,
Mhm.
Wayat,
Wa'atha.
Wayata, Yashak,
Nah, that's
Wayashak,
Yatazakha.
Yatazayak,
Mhm.
but now, Wabakwa,
Hold on. Come on. Now, mind you, when you're reading this, not to rely on the words up top in the blue.
Con,
We want to read the Hebrew.
con,
So when you're looking at it, you just got to take it letter by letter. Waya ba kwai. Waya ba kwai.
yeah, the last one is tough.
Waya ba
Waya-
kwai. Waya ba kwai.
Wayabakwa,
Mhm. And then
and
next
then
one.
Itazaya,
Mhm.
Ilaha,
Yeah.
Ilah,
Ilah. Huh?
Verse 3 or 4?
Verse 3 still.
Wayapakwam,
It's just Waya
Wayakwam,
Mhm.
Wayalak,
Mhm. Wayalak.
Ayah, Al,
Mhm.
Hamakwa, Aim,
Yeah. Hamakwam.
Hamakwam, Aishar,
Mhm.
Aishar, Lao,
Ha-alahayam.
Ha'alayim,
Mhm. Ha-alahayam.
Ha'alayim.
Okay. Verse 4.
Verse 4. Bayawam,
Mhm.
Hashalya,
Hashalash.
Hashalash,
Mhm.
Wayasha,
Mhm.
Abraham, At,
Ayanyawa.
Ayana,
Yeah. Ayanyawa.
Ayanyawa,
Mhm.
Wayaor,
Wayara'a. Wayara'a.
Wayara,
There you go.
Aita,
Mhm.
Hamakwayam, Maraha. Verse 5. Wayamor,
Mhm.
Abraham, Al,
Mhm.
Naai Rayawa,
Mhm.
Shabaya, Shabo, Shabaywa,
Mm-hmm.
Lakam,
Mm-hmm.
Fom, Fa,
It's just pa.
Pa,
Mm-hmm.
Aim,
Mm-hmm.
Hamamowo,
Mm-hmm.
Iwana, Wahananor,
Mm-hmm.
Nakala,
Nalaka.
Nalaka,
Uh-huh.
Ad,
Mm-hmm.
Ko, Wanasataya, Wanashahawa,
Mm-hmm. Amana Shawaba.
Wanashabuba,
Mm-hmm.
Ilakam,
Mm-hmm.
verse 6.
Y'all know what? This is. Raise your hand if you went to high school. Raise your hand if in high school you learned a different language than what your original language was, like Spanish. Yeah, you didn't go. You didn't have Spanish in high school. No, I'm just saying, like if you went to Spanish class, right? You feel me? Yeah, it's all right. It's good to learn a different language, but English, we learned English, right? Slave language. We learned Spanish, slave language. This language right here is our language. It's the language we've been speaking for thousands of years.
Right.
Nobody else on the planet speaks this language, but here in ISUPK. You think what I'm saying? Brother's gonna say shalom. Trying to speak it like, tell them quit knocking on that door. They're gonna say shalom, trying to speak it like Yiddish. You're gonna add Yiddish into it and vowels and stuff like that. You dig what I'm saying? But this is our language. This is very important. This is very important. You could be the only people on the planet that speak a language that nobody else understands. Do you know how you're? I'm not gonna say you ever got your nails done. Sisters know. They go get their nails done. You dig what I'm saying? When you in there, they speaking hi what they ya. You don't know what they saying. They be saying something about you, and you don't know that. Wouldn't y'all want to go to the nail salon together and be able to speak a language, and they be looking at you like, who? I don't know what they're speaking. Nor can they learn it, because nobody's going to teach it to them. I'm not going to teach it to them. Only people that you dig what I'm saying?
Right.
We should take pride in our culture and our language. This is our culture. This is Black and Hispanic culture. This Bible. You got to think of it more spiritual and more than it's just a Bible. You dig what I'm saying? Don't be Christian about it.
Okay.
That's the Christian way of thinking. You dig what I'm saying? They just did. Like what's that the shirt the Kentucky 8 shirt.
Yeah.
On the back of it, it says, "You read the Bible, we live it."
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's time we start putting ourselves in those positions that of the people that's in the Bible. That way we understand it. It's going to help us in the long run. It's going to help us when we become 50s and 500s and thousands and 5,000s. You know what I mean? When you have to teach this to a multitude of people, it's going to help you be able to break it down better, to know that about to get more spiritual in it. You dig what I'm saying? And not just cardinal thinking of it. Go ahead, Salaki, go ahead.
Come. Wayakwa,
There you go. Abaraham. You're verse 6, right?
Yeah, you verse 6.
come.
Yeah, there you go. Abaraham.
Abraham,
Mm-hmm.
At,
Zafa.
Itazaya,
Mm-hmm.
Hayallah,
Mm-hmm. Ha'ilah. Mm-hmm. Wayasham.
Layashah,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That Tazakh.
Yeah. Atazaka. Banai.
So like it.
Ban.
Give him an elbow, people's elbow.
Hold on a second. Give him the elbow. No, I was just curious of something because all right, so he was on verse 6, right?
Okay.
It says he laughs. Okay, that's what the name Isaac means because it sounds a lot like Yatazak, but it's Yatazachak. You some but that's a different word, different name. Anyways, go ahead. Banya. I saw like Banwa was his son. You see that?
Right there.
Yeah, Banwa.
Huh.
Go ahead.
Wayakwa.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7.
Oh, there was still more on that.
There's more.
Yeah. He was where it says in his hand. Keep going down. And it took in his hand.
Okay.
By Yadwa.
By Yadwa.
Mm-hmm.
Hayash.
Mm-hmm.
Waya. Hamakwa.
Yeah, you want to take that one letter at a time. Hamakala.
Hamakala.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
That's what I call it. Wayalakwa.
Mm-hmm.
Shanayam. Yahada. Yakadwa.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Verse 7.
Yeah.
Who we get into the thick of it? Into the thick of it.
Wayamor. Wayasha. Abraham. Abaywa. Wayamor. Abaya. Wayamor. Hainania. Banyai.
Yep, Banya. There you go.
Wayamor. Hainaya. Hayash. Wahaz Tazayam. Wa'aya. Hasha. Layala.
All right, go ahead and switch back to the English.
I want the sisters and the young ladies. I want y'all to pay attention to this.
22 and 1. So
This is how the Lord deals with children.
Yeah.
Genesis.
You feel me? Have there Shemaiwan and Taziyar, have y'all read ahead? Y'all didn't read ahead? Well, this is how the Lord deals with children. Imagine having a child and the Lord telling you to do this to your child. The Lord is telling you this. He's just walking one day and now there's a voice talking to you from, you know what I mean? And imagine this. Just imagine it. You feel me? Put yourself in Abraham's position. This is how much faith you have to have. Go ahead.
Come. Genesis 22 and 1. And it came to pass after these things that the Most High did tempt Abraham.
Right. The Most High did tempt Abraham, right? Yeah. You ever been tempted?
Okay.
You ever been tempted? What about you, Taziyar? Shemaiwan, you been tempted? Well, what about y'all? You ever been tempted to do something that you knew was wrong, but you want to do it anyway? What about you, Mario? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? I have. Lord knows I have. I've been tempted a lot. I do it. I didn't did a lot. You feel me? I didn't disobey the Lord a lot. Trust me. Back in the day, not now. Back in the day.
Come. And said unto him, Abraham, and he said, Behold, here I am.
Right. The Lord talking to Abraham. He said, Behold, here I am. Pay attention to this breakdown. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And he said, Take now thy son, thy only son Isaac, whom thou lovest.
Stop. So Abraham, was Isaac his only son? No, right? Isaac was not his only son, but what did the Lord say? Your only son, Isaac. Why did he say he's his only son, Isaac?
Because he's the only one he chose.
He's the only one he chose, right? You feel me? As a mother, as fathers, we love all our kids, right? You know what I'm talking about? What if the Lord told you, oh no, don't love them, love him. Don't love her, love her. What if the Lord made you make a choice?
Damn.
That's how the Lord deals with people. That's how the Lord deals. Out of everybody on the earth, the Lord chose one specific nation, one specific people. That's how the Lord deals. The Lord don't deal like you think. You know what I'm talking? You think, oh, I love all my children. I have to love all my children. The Lord, like, shit, the hell with that child. That child disobeys me. This child obeys me. The hell with that child. That child, I know that child's going to disobey me, but this child right here, it still has a chance.
Right.
So I should focus on this child and leave this child to the fire. Think about that. Think about it. Keep going.
Come. Whom thou lovest, and get thee into the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering.
Stop. He said, do what?
Offer him there for a burnt offering.
He just told Abraham, your only son that you take, that you love. I know you love him. Take him to Moriah, right? To Mount Moriah, and make him an offering. Make him an offering to me. Kill your son to give to me. How do you feel? Do you think you can do that? You can do that, right? I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can do it either. That's very tough. Abraham had to have some faith. What about you, Capiar? What if your dad one day? What if your dad would have took you to Mount Moriah and made you a sacrifice to the Lord?
We would make me the sacrifice?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Tell me about it first.
What do you mean? Abraham, I mean, Isaac was barely a baby.
Yeah. I guess I'm not gonna be there.
Take this, what's the name? Take second priest. You feel me? Kids, teenagers. How would you feel if the Lord told your parents to go sacrifice you, to kill you when you were a baby? What if you had a child and the Lord told you to sacrifice it? You'll feel played, right? And why would you have to? I would feel played. So you gonna make me have the child? You know what I'm talking about? And you gonna make me kill him? Oh, dang, you cold-blooded. Remember, this while we walk around in the world every single day and play games and joke and laugh and giggle and things like that. Remember, this is the same God that killed everybody on the earth at one point in time, except for 8 people. This is the same God that killed every firstborn thing of Egypt: cows, chickens, people, lambs, goats, fishies. It's the same God. Remember this. What's up?
I would say if he didn't follow all these, you really could have actually took him away from him.
Real talk. Real talk. If he didn't, the Lord would have been like, all right, well, you don't want to sacrifice him. Well, don't worry. When y'all walking through the woods, there's going to be a wolf come and snatch your baby up and gone. Goodbye. You dig what I'm saying? That's why it's important. It's important to listen to your parents, and it's important for the parents to be actual sisters of the Lord. You know what I mean? Actual understanders of what's going on, and to keep those orders that of their man. You dig what I'm saying? Capiar. You remember when I couldn't see and we were driving and I told you make a right at the highway, and what did you do?
Made it right like way before.
Right. And what did I tell you?
Kill everybody under me.
You killed everybody under you because you couldn't follow a simple order. So instead of taking a safe route, you took the dangerous route and they killed everybody in the car. It's that serious. It's that serious. So women, sisters. So because you didn't follow the order exactly like your man said, you went the wrong way and got everybody in the car killed because you went to the wrong place. And at that place was where the rapists were, the murderers were. Y'all understand that? You understand that? Brothers, if you're going to be leaders of your household, you have to make the right decisions. Because it's not just you, it's you, your women, and your children. And everybody might die. You dig what I'm saying? It's the little things. It's the little things that keep you alive. When the Lord told Abraham to kill his child, to sacrifice his child, it wasn't just, oh yeah, take him anywhere and go sacrifice him. He said, take him to Mount Moriah and give him up as a burnt offering. And there's ways as a burnt offering to give up, to do a burnt offering. It's not just, oh, take him up there and burn him up. No, you have to make an altar of wood, and you know what I mean? There's a whole specific order to doing things. We're going to get into that in Leviticus. You dig what I'm saying? Keep reading out.
Come. Offer him therefore a burnt offering upon one of the mountains which I will tell thee of.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And Abraham rose up early in the morning and saddled his ass.
Did Abraham waste any time? He even think about it. He didn't even think about it. He's like, you know what? The Lord said, do it. I'm gonna just have to suck it up and do it. You feel me? Shemaiah, I think we talked about this already. But you might blow my mind. What did the Abraham know?
What did he know?
Yep.
That the Lord is gracious to follow his orders.
Yeah, that too. But what did he know that about the Lord?
That he would kill the son of God.
But that too. But what did he know about the Lord? About I don't want to tell you without about the reincarnation.
Oh, that son, he know he'll come back through his lineage.
You feel me? He knew that. He was like, all right, if I do it, the Lord can give him back to me. I understand that. I have another son, and that would, you know what I mean? That'd be the same spirit. You dig what I'm saying? You good, sis? What? All right. Keep going.
Come. And saddled his ass and took two of his young men with him. And Isaac,
He took two of his young men with him. So he didn't just take Isaac. He took Isaac and two young boys. You know what I'm talking about? I don't need too much. Keep going.
Come. And Isaac his son and clave the wood for the burnt offering and rose up.
He getting prepared he's getting prepared to sacrifice his son. It's rough. Go ahead.
Come. And went unto the place of which the Most High had told him. Verse 4. Then on the third day, Abraham lifted up his eyes and saw the place afar off.
He had to travel 3 days just to get to the place where he was going to sacrifice his son. Yeah, so imagine what's going through his mind though, that a whole 3-day ride. I think he's really gonna make me do this. Yeah, like you feel me while he's riding.
You know, thank you, sir. So it's so heavy what you were saying about following the Lord. What if Abraham would have killed Isaac and then make that 3-day ride? When the Lord wasn't gonna kill him, but instead he waited till he got there to follow the Lord.
You feel me? You dig what I'm saying? Because I'm a spoiler at the end. Go ahead. I'm a spoiler for everybody.
Come. Verse 4. Then on the third day, Abraham lifted up his eyes and saw the place afar off.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5. And Abraham said unto his young men, abide ye here with the ass, and I and the lad will go yonder and worship, and come again to you. Verse 6. And Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering and laid it upon Isaac his son. And he took the fire in his hand and a knife, and they went both of them together.
He was like, yeah, he's hesitant, but he's like, I'm gonna do it, but you know what I mean? I'm gonna do it, but I don't, you know what I mean? He's hesitant to do it, but he's gonna do it. Go ahead.
Come. Verse 7. And Isaac spoke unto Abraham his father and said, my father, and he said, here I am. Here am I.
Right, because Abraham wasn't no baby. I mean, not Abraham. Isaac wasn't a baby. He was a toddler, but he wasn't a baby. You dig what I'm saying? He was young, but he wasn't a baby. He was able to say, my father. Like he was looking at him like, what you do with that knife? You feel me? Father. Like, you know what I'm talking about? That's how you gonna do me? So I'm sure Isaac always told him, I'm sure Abraham always told him, I never let that happen to you, son, and you're my son, and I love you, and you know what I mean? He's looking at him like with a knife and some fire, like it's happened before, but it wasn't. It was a lamb last time. Now it's me. What you doing? You know, you dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? He's like, he noticing things. You know what I mean? Just like a child does. A child sees things, like notices what's going on. You feel me? Y'all got young kids, right? You feel me? When they was younger, they was able to watch TV and be like, Paw Patrol. You know what I'm talking about? Knew every name of the Paw Patrol. You feel me? So their kids are able to understand things. Keep going.
Come. Here am I, my son. And he said, behold, the fire and the wood. But where is the lamb for a burnt offering?
You know, I see the fire, I see the wood. Where's the lamb? What we offering up? You know what I'm talking about? Hey, you know what I'm talking about? You're getting offered up. Keep reading. Keep reading.
Come.
Huh? I know.
Verse 8. And Abraham said, my son, the power will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering. So they went both of them together. Keep going, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 9. And they came to the place which the power had told him of. And Abraham built an altar there and laid the wood in order and bound Isaac his son and laid him on the altar upon the wood.
That the boy tied him up. You know what I'm talking about? Like, hey, it gotta happen, son. You know what I'm talking about? Keep going.
Verse 10. And Abraham stretched forth his hand and took the knife to slay his son.
Keep going.
And the angel of the Lord called unto him out of heaven and said, Abraham, Abraham. And he said, here am I. Verse 12. And he said, lay not thy hand upon the lad, neither do thou anything unto him. For now I know that thou fearest the power, seeing thou hast not withheld thy son, thy only son from me.
Stop. Ooh-wee. It was a test. It was a test. And the Lord gave him orders, like Shemaiah said. What if Abraham just did it and didn't take the 3-day journey and did, you know what I mean? He would have killed his son. And the Lord would have been like, you know what I'm saying? What you doing? You feel me? Like what are you doing? You said offer him up as a burnt. I told you at the place where I tell you to go. I didn't tell you to go nowhere yet. What is you doing? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Now Isaac would have been dead for no reason. Israel would have never been born. He probably would have been something else. Probably been. I don't know. We wouldn't have been Israel. We'd been something. but you see the point? The Lord gives you test. The Lord gives you test, and it might be a stupid test. You might be like, "That's dumb. I ain't doing that." But it might be a test from the Lord. You dig what I'm saying? Do you want to fail a test from the Lord, or do you want the Lord to look at you and be like, you know what? You fear the Most High. I understand. You dig what I'm saying? Saying all that to say this, follow them orders. You don't know what's in play. You know what I mean? Whoever followed them orders that Officer Dawud gave, he could have been like, I'm gonna raise him up. I'm raising him up to a 500 now. Raising him up to a, you know, he's gonna be Officer 50 now. You dig what I'm saying? Oh, I'm gonna give him the officer's test so he can start studying for the officer's test. You never know. You dig what I'm saying? You could have got a blessing for following those orders. Raise your hand if you followed the orders like you was told. Raise your hand if you was followed those orders that Officer Dawud gave like we were told. Oh, just me?
Well, like, I mean,
I don't want to hear it like you were told.
oh, okay.
Just me? Oh, I thought y'all said y'all looked up to me. Ain't that what everybody said? Ain't that what you said?
Okay.
Ain't that what y'all said? I've heard you say that. I heard you say that. I've heard you say that. I've heard Ayalawan say that. I heard you say that. Raise your hand if you follow those orders that Dawud gave.
You talking about the building?
Yeah. I thought everybody said they followed orders and they followed what they were supposed to. Main point of the story is follow the orders. Follow the orders. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
Everybody understand that?
Okay.
The Lord just might have you kill your son or your daughter. Very important. Feel me? Since you didn't want to do that, okay. Well, I got this test for you. You know what I'm talking about? Go out and lay down in the middle of the road. You feel me? And just lay there and wait for the next car to come. You have no faith to do it? No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't even have enough faith to follow simple orders like getting a building. And you know what I mean? Those are simple things. You dig what I'm saying? Those are simple things. Wait until we have to actually follow orders when somebody says duck. Are you gonna duck? Or are you gonna be like, why? Everybody seen Saving Private Ryan?
So you said what?
You ain't never seen Saving Private Ryan?
Okay.
Remember they was coming in from Normandy, and everybody he's like, stay down. You remember when Vin Diesel died? And he was like, don't you go over there and get the baby, get the child. And he still went over there and get the child. Was Vin Diesel in the movie for the rest of the movie? No, he died right there. Wait until, what about when the orders get serious? These are simple orders. Wait until the orders get serious. The Lord didn't say you have to like every order you get, but the Lord did say follow. Right?
Right.
I know none of us like some orders we get. Some orders you get, it might sound just so stupid. You ever got some orders that sounded so stupid? I know I have. That didn't stop me from doing the orders.
Right.
All right, shalom. That's all I want. With that, Amaja, go ahead and close it out. Oh yeah, come on. Yeah, go ahead, switch back. Cause I just had them sit there for you because you feel me. Yeah, blow the. You need some strong. Not too heavy. Oh, y'all scared? Oh, y'all scared of the red wine? More point of the story is. Oh, go ahead.
La Yasharal.
More point of the story is. Do what your parents tell you. Real talk. It's very important. We're not telling you not to do something because we're being mean. We're telling you not to do something because we've been there before. We lived your life twice already. You dig what I'm saying? You understand that?
Right.
We're not trying to be mean. We're not trying to, you know what I mean? You don't never want me to have friends. We're not trying to be like that. We just want you to understand the decisions that you make can follow you for the rest of your life. You think the first person that smoked crack thought he was going to have him strung out? No. But that one decision to smoke crack, that one time, now they're chasing crack forever. Hashemaiwan. You feel me? I know it. I haven't did crack, but I was the one giving it. It's not pretty to have mothers that you know out there. You know what I mean? It's not pretty. Losing their children and their children going into foster care over drugs. So when we tell you stay away from drugs and stay away from this person and that person, because we see things that you don't see yet because y'all are children. You do what I'm saying? Y'all understand that?
Concert.
I'm just saying.
Where that comes from?
You already blew it.
Concert.
Oh, that's how we doing it now? Okay. Dang. Go ahead, take it. You got it.
All right. Once again, a Majum. Wapanya Hakudam, which means turn face to east. We're going to finish with the Lord's Prayer in the ancient Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shukah. Yahweh. Malakutka. Taba'ah. Batazayaka. Hayat. Aisha. Ba'aratiza. Kawa. Hayat. Bashamayim. Bathalano. Bakam. Kau. Yawam. Wasalakno. Kawawathno. Kasalakno. Kawawathino. Wala'ah. Tabi'ayno. Balasaya one. Abol. Hawashayno. Mayan. Rai. Hayah. Makah. Kamalakwa. Wahala. Watapara. La'awalunya. Aman.
I'm going to do the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. Our debtors.
And we give our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. All right, there we go. Salute the scroll. Right side.
Go ahead and go on that side. Make sure not to disconnect the camera. Yeah, that's good.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Yo.
Definitely go louder than that.
Good. Copy, can you fix the camera?
Definitely be louder than that, G.
You set it down?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Now we're gonna give sisters, y'all can sit. Now we're gonna give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel. Ma'am Shabbat. Amajim. Barak.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakam.
Yakum Matah. Now we're gonna start turn the face of sisters. Sisters, y'all can now stand. Right, right hand in the left hand. Right, and then after we salute you, you can right hand over your what's it called? Heart, chest, heart, whatever they said. You can do right hand over your chest. All right. Good. You know what I'm talking about? All right. Yeah, you salute me. You over here looking at me.
Turn the face of sister.
All right. Men of Israel, Ma'am Shabbat, Amajim, Barak,
Yahweh Shem Yahshua.
Yahweh Shamar Allah, Yahweh Shem Yahshua.
all right, you got it, time. Class dismissed.